Happy New Year to you all. In with the new one and out with the old one. This is time for celebration. And what I have today here is beef chips. And I have something interesting. Prawn cocktails chips. And this one will be very interesting. Coconut. Organic toasted salted coconut flakes. Let's leave it to the last one. It's not so sunny today, so I just take it off. These ones, by the way, are kind of fit over, so it's really easy. You just fit over your glasses and you're ready to go. I use them when I'm driving. Yeah. So we have another year coming. That's a good reason for celebration. And I was thinking today to have this one. Some hydration, raw some energy, think real sea naturally. So this is pure natural coconut water. Coconut water is really nice when it's a really hot day, and we just had Christmas here, and boy was that hot. The Christmas was here in Perth. I think it was 42 degrees Celsius. Just stayed at home and had a Christmas dinner. Exchanged a few presents, hanging out with the cats and watching Amazon Prime movies. This is so good, so I have another one. Yeah. I remember other New Years before. And when I was younger, I sort of always had the feeling that time went much slower. Now when I'm older, I don't know why, but the time really goes quickly. Rohn used to have a good saying of time. When you're young and having fun, time really flies. When you're old, time really flies if you have a good time or not. Yeah. So we're gonna try out this one. Serious organic beef chips salted. Looks like this. Smells really crispy. Yes. Yes. In with the new year and out with the old year. I sort of becoming quite reflective and thinking about the last New Year's I have in different places and I think people around the world are a little bit the same, like they say goodbye to the old year and then wish that the new year would bring more of the good things, you know. A better job, more money, you know. If you're single, if you want to meet somebody, you meet your prince or your princess. And yes, it is quite a special time because you are looking for hopefully 12 more months of what you really wish to happen. When I was start to prepare for this video, I was thinking like, can I get some support materials here to show the New Year's and New Year's goals. For those that don't know, I used to be a Herbalife distributor, and that was or is weight loss products mainly to control your weight, and that was back in the 80s and 90s. I was actually doing really well, and back then Herbalife had a business philosopher called Jim Rohn that had almost exclusively dedicated his time to the company. He did a couple of private trainings and sessions for people that were not distributors, but we as distributors, we had exclusive access to him every year for free, at least 2 times. Well, Jim Rohn is quoted to be the mentor and trainer for Tony Robbins, and most of you know Tony Robbins, and that was about the same time that I got started to so I was trying to dig in my old journals for some support material. support material for this video, and I find a journal from 1994, so now it will be 32 years ago. Here I have a journal, and I think this was my first journal I had when I started Herbalife, and I was just thinking, I would open this one for you and read Jim Rohn, teaching about setting goals in New Year and like that, but I found something very interesting I want to show to you. Copies of my old checks. Yeah. I had totally forgot about the checks. And here this is not copy paper, normal paper, this is fax paper. Yeah, back in the time we used to have fax machines, and there are some fax machines left, but this is like a copy of my checks, and I would just like to read through them because the checks are really quite an interesting thing. See, when my business started to grow, I was getting distributors and businesses in different countries around the world, and back then they was just paying all the monies out in checks that you were bringing to the bank. And my sponsor in the multi-level company, Alan, he had a much bigger business than I did. And back then you got your royalties, and then you got your bonuses. And if you got businesses in 5 different countries, say, United States or France, Germany, Italy, Spain or Japan, the business generated over there you get in their local currency. Printed out on checks, and what was really funny, see, back then, we're talking about over 30 years ago. It's not like today that is just internet banking, and well, the internet was just started, but internet banking was kind of like a little bit like a sci-fi fantasy dream that you could do banking online. But anyway, when I was gone to the bank, I thought I used to have like 5 or 6 different checks in different currencies, and I always went to the same bank. And when they saw me coming, they sort of got nervous. People start to get fidgety, the bank tellers, because they could spend up to 15 minutes calculating and doing everything for me. And then see they had to take one check, then find the exchange rate, then calculate my check over to Australian dollars, and then deposit it, have me sign it, and then put it away, and then take the new. But when my sponsor Alan came in, he could have our 10 checks. And the bank tellers was sweating bullets when he was coming, because he came with a big pile. And all of them had to be manually converted over to Australian dollars, when you was standing there with your checks, and they was converting it. You could feel people staring in your neck, like, because they probably had 2 tellers there, and like my sponsor Alan, he could take half an hour, and just with one teller, because converting the currencies for 10 checks individually and back into Australian dollars and sign it could take 30 minutes. But that's just the way it is, People had more or less businesses. So what I will do is I will just have a little look at the checks here. Okay, the first one is the 15th of the 8th, 1994, and I think this is Australia dollars. $4,034.50. Westpac Bank Corporation. And there we have, what's this? Yeah. This is US dollars. The same date, 15th of the 8th, 94. $464.89. And it's kind of funny to look at these old checks here. And what do we have here? This is a Hong Kong dollar. The Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank Corporation Limited. And the 15th of August 94 again, and this was 1,068 Hong Kong dollars. And, I think we had I think 2 more. This is Auckland, yeah. This is from New Zealand. And the funny thing was that you got these checks got paid to you, even if you hadn't been to Hong Kong and never been to New Zealand. Like, I got money like this even if I hadn't been there, and in 1994 I never been there. So a New Zealand dollar is $76.97. Okay, and the last one, Berkeley's Bank. This is pounds, UK pounds, £39.51, 15th of the 8th, 94. But there was always paying out it in the middle of the months. That is quite clever because but then you sort of had always sort of time to get the check cleared if you had sort of payments at the end of the month. So I just put this fax copy checks back here. I was specifically looking for a Jim Rohn New Year's goal setting, but I didn't find it in this journal. But I have here I have something that is more sort of this was actually a telephone call with Jim Rohn. It is, and he's talking a little bit about goals. So, telephone super success call with Jim Rohn, September 1993. The work you do today will pay off in the future. In 1993, get ready for 1994. The next 3 years important for your personal growth, family, and for leadership. He then go to 3 different points, but this is thing that we could actually use today, day 2. Number 1, pay attention. Good advice. I would say good advice. 1993 keyword, pay attention for the 90s. Herbalife is simple business, all details call for your organization. Put more effort in than before. And he's also here talking about not just growing your business to be sort of more earn more money, but also grow as a person, personal growth. Number 2, qualify for everything. One of the best way is to lead the way, develop the skills to teach words that people understand, help them to hear. Herbalife used to have like a lot of different qualifications like so you would work hard or stretch, but if you did that, generally your business grew and you did really well. Utilize Herbalife as a support to you. Now, if we translate it to non-Herbalife stuff, there's a lot of support today on the internet. Example, YouTube have a lot of good videos that you can follow and have tips and even you can just ask ChatGPT and for personal growth tips. Yeah, and it's talking about business and personal development here again. But this is one of Jim's favorite quotes. Don't join an easy club. Join where you need to stretch. Meaning, if you just settle for small things in life, that is probably what you will get. But if you go out and you stretch and you try to burn midnight oil and you try to become better in every way, there you have a much better chance for the future that you want to have. Lifestyle is the best recruiting tool. Recruit to get new distributors joining your business. Lifestyle and living well. Personal growth, self-worth will grow so much. Feel good about yourself, disciplines, and feel good. Well, this is here I have all kind of. This is like a training from a man called Glenn Marine. He says, today you are experience yesterday's choices. When a man or a woman thinks he or she can or can't, he or she is probably right. Henry Ford. You get paid for the discipline of doing it. Without discipline, you will not be a millionaire. It's kind of fun to have a look at this, what I was writing down, over 30 years ago. There's so many spelling mistakes here, man. Find reasons to have a good attitude every day you work. Dissatisfied like everybody else. What are you going to do rest of your life? Question mark. be like everybody else? Question mark. Oh, this is just going forever. Like I have a lot of. You will get tested in the business. Just keep on going. This is one of Jim Rohn's most famous quotes, and I want to finish this book with it. For things to change, you have to change. For things to be better, you have to be better. In the future, I will make a different video. Goal setting and about Jim Rohn and Herbalife and because I got a lot of journals and one of Jim's quotes was, "If life is worth living, it's worth recording." So goals for New Year. Do you have any goals for New Year? You can write it down here. So what are my goals for New Year? Well, guess what? I would like to see Sapidius ASMR hit 10,000 subscribers. If this channel would hit that many subscribers, I could then probably cut back a little bit on my work, spend time more on making videos, example like this or others. Next year we have goals. We will travel a couple of times. We will go on a cruise to Japan, and then we also will go on a cruise there in the Baltic. At the same time, I can meet my family and friends there, and that will be interesting. And of course, I will make a video of it. Yeah. I was thinking about this next one. British style prawn cocktails, proudly made in New Zealand, inspired by the world's finest flavors. Okay, well, let's go back. I give you the first look. Oh, this is strong. was reminiscing about the past, how things used to be, and what you were doing, and what worked and what didn't work. But one thing that Jim Rohn always said, that in the end of the year, think about what worked and what didn't work, and then invest that into the next year. So, example, if something didn't work well for me this year, next year I will not repeat it. Example, if I would drink alcohol and I don't, how my body really don't like it, and I just becoming so unwell from it. Next year, learn from the lesson and don't do it. I think the last beer I had was, maybe 35 years ago now. And that was thanks to Jim Rohn, thinking, hey, think what didn't work this year, and if it didn't work, don't repeat it next year. And if something worked really well, now you can double down on it. I like these chips, they're good. They proudly made in New Zealand, no artificial flavors or colors, under 30 grams. Many years ago, I went to a property seminar here in Perth, a property seminar course, and it was held by a woman that is very successful in property investing here in Australia. Very successful. But she started her property investment business when she was on welfare. And if you are on a welfare, on the social security checks here in Australia with the rising cost of everything, there is not much left for luxury, I can tell you. She was also a single mom at the time. And one thing that always stuck with me was one of the profound things she told me at her seminar. And seminar was not cheap, but you learn something extremely valuable from there. And one of the things she said that don't live your life on autopilot. Don't do that. You know, don't just drive to work, come back, drive to work, come back like a robot. From time to time when you drive to work, turn off the music, turn away all the distractions, and ask yourself the hard question: where am I going? How is my life doing? And you have to be really honest to yourself. You need to break that autopilot mode, and you just get into the mode that you can actually observe your life and observe how well you're doing things and if you're making progress or not. How am I doing? Yeah, and you have to be brutally honest. I'm doing well. I hate my job, but I'm doing it for the money, yeah. But that's also a very good question to ask at New Year. How am I doing? It's a tough question, but the payoff is so good because you can notice that, oh boy, I'm going down the wrong road. You can always get more money, but you never get the time that you spend going down the wrong road. You don't get that time back, but it can be the price you pay for the realization that the road you went down was not the right road. And I certainly have done it more times than you can think. This is good, yeah. That was good. So nice with the coconut water because it's refreshing. Okay. Last but not least, I've been waiting for this. Food, Whole Foods Market, organic, toasted and salted coconut flakes. Great snack or topping or on breakfast. to tell you which one of these 3 snacks is the winner. Even if I haven't even tasted. Have a look, guys, have a look. Oh, just I can't wait anymore. Nice coconut flavor. Oh boy. Yeah, the years come and the years go. Jim Rohn always say, if you want to walk with the heavyweights, you plan your whole year in advance. The herbal have had always divided the year in 4 quarters. And for 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. And but as an individual or a family, you can do the same. That you just think about, hey, I have a totally new 12 months in front of me. You will then plan when you will work, when you have holidays in advance. And if you plan a holiday and you can book in advance, you must probably get a really good price too. So that is what Cassie and I are doing. We're gonna plan the year ahead.